Another mongoose I have to correct. No worries, I'll show you. Alright, so the revelation from Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants must take place, he's made it known by sending his angel to his servant John. So first I just want to go here to make you understand that God gives Jesus the revelation, then Jesus gives it to the angel, and then angel gives it to John, and then John gives it to us. Okay, so that is the chain of events. Now, one thing to note here is, if Jesus is God, how is he receiving revelation? That's beyond me, but we'll just keep it moving. Now, in context, then the angel showed me the river of water of life as clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb. So in the context of chapter 22, the word God refers to Father, Lamb refers to Jesus, okay? That was a bit irrelevant for now. You might feel like it is, but it's kind of important to understand the next bit. But right at the last chapter now, we are now out of the vision, okay? So we know that it was the angel that was actually physically standing in front of John, telling John these things or showing John these things, okay? So we're sucked out of the vision. Now, obviously, when John is in the vision, he is seeing Christ or he is seeing some manifestation of, what's going on in heaven. But when he's not explicitly in the vision itself, it is always the angel speaking to him. And it tells us so in verse 8, I, John, am the one who heard and saw these things. And when I had heard and seen them, I fell down to worship at the feet of the angel who had been showing them to me. So we know it's the angel standing in front of John. But he said to me, do not do it. I'm a fellow servant with you and with your fellow prophets and with all those who worship the words of the scroll. Worship God. So the angel told us to worship the Father. And then what do? Start praying to Jesus like an idiot. Now, then he told me, right? So the he here refers to the angel, okay? From up here. Do not seal up the words of the prophecy of the scroll because the time is near. Let the one who does wrong continue to do wrong. Let the vile person who does vile continue to be vile. Let the one who does right continue to do right. Let the holy person continue to be holy. And then look, now here it's got this weird title thing, right? The subtitle thing. It's not there in the Greek, okay? There's no separation in the verses here. So this just continues. So pretend like this isn't there. Look, I am coming soon. My reward is with me. I will give to each person according to what they have done. I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Now, who is actually standing in front of John? Then he told me, it's the same person that's speaking, okay? John is no longer in the vision. He's sucked out. This is the last chapter of Revelation. He's not explicitly in the vision. So someone is speaking through the angel, okay? When John is not explicitly inside the vision itself, okay, it's either the Father speaking through the angel or the Son speaking through the angel, okay? But it takes some discernment to be able to see who is speaking through who, okay? And from the verses I showed you before, according to Isaiah 40, verse 10 and 11, this is the Father saying these words, okay? So yes, the angel is the one actually saying, I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, but no one actually believes that this, like the angel itself is the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. Now these, right, these kinds of verses that you're seeing that the Father is speaking, this is all Old Testament quotes, loosely, okay, that is all attributed to the Father, okay? And then now the speaker changes in verse 16 where it says, I, Jesus. So it's still the angel being the mouthpiece, okay? Because Jesus is no longer on the island where John is receiving this. Jesus is in heaven, okay? He's no longer physically there on earth, okay? So this is the angel, and he plainly said so in verse 8. So where it says, I, Jesus, have sent my angel to give you this testimony for the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David. And now the speaker shifts to Jesus, and then, and then that's it. And then, come Lord Jesus, blah, 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 blah. So that's what's happening in Revelation, okay? The angel is the one saying it, but what you do is you say that, oh, look, in Judges, in Judges chapter 13, when they saw the angel of the Lord, surely we will die for we have seen God. Oh, so it's God. Or, when the angel says, I am the God of Bethel. You inconsistently say that when the angel says that, he's God, that, that's actually God. But then when you see the angel here do it, oh, okay, this is agency. See, you special plea for your little man God. Submit to the word, bro. Like, I'm not lying to you.